EarthBound Beginnings was designed and directed by famed Japanese copywriter and television personality Sugisato Itoi. The game's original release was named after John Lennon's song Mother, which moved Itoi so much that he wanted other people to be moved in the same way. Itoi could heavily relate to the song, which dealt with Lennon's experience growing up without either of his parents. Itoi's own father was absent for much of his life. Because of this, he chose to isolate the role of Nintendo's father as simply a voice on a telephone, a role that would be inherited by Ness Mother and EarthBound. Itoi also felt that Mother was a fitting title for the game, as it was noticeably more feminine than most RPGs. A proposal for the game was initially presented to Shigeru Miyamoto, who rejected it due to the commercial failure of other celebrity-produced Famicom games. Itoto was so upset that he cried on the train ride home, reportedly. We don't know this for certain. I'm pretty sure. Reportedly, when Nintendo CEO Hiroshi Yamauchi heard how Itoi, whom he considered a genius, had been slighted, he instructed Miyamoto to call the prospective designer back to tell him that his game idea had been greenlit. And of course, it went into development. Before the release of the English localization that we are playing here, 25 years later, Nintendo of America had originally planned to translate and release Mother in the United States under the title EarthBound. Localization was completed in 1990, but marketing pushed the release into fall of 1991, and it was eventually cancelled until it was eventually released on the Wii U eShop. Localization producer and English scriptwriter for EarthBound, Phil Sandhop, explained, "Once the Super NES squatted in the pipeline and shoved the game aside from its appointed time, I believe that the marketing execs just decided that the game would be too expensive to produce and unsuccessful without marketing, and that's why it fell into oblivion." However, the project's failure was not in vain. In response to the extensive changes made to Mother, Nintendo began making more of their games with an international audience in mind. Often a game would be pre-localized even after its Japanese release before being sent to Nintendo overseas studios. In 1999, the fan translation group Demiforce found a beta cartridge of the game on eBay and organized an effort to collect enough money to buy the game. The project was a success, and soon after the game was dumped into a ROM and circulated around the internet. Due to a glitch with the most accurate emulator at the time, Demiforce hacked the game while also appending 0 onto the title, retroactively discern it from its sequel, EarthBound. This hack ran in Nestigal, the first freeware NES emulator, but also triggered a new anti-piracy message at 2 key points in the game. The game was since further hacked to prevent such issues. Since Demiforce had built its reputation on releasing their English translations out of the blue, some fans debated whether the cartridge had been translated by Nintendo or by Demiforce themselves. However, today it is generally agreed that the cartridge is legitimate, as Mother 1, 2, and EarthBound Beginnings contain all of the changes found in the beta cartridge. Nearly 26 years after being released in Japan, Mother was released in the United States and Europe as EarthBound Beginnings on June 14, 2015. It is fully translated into English using the same ROM as the unreleased NES prototype and the Mother 1 and 2 release. And that was a little bit of development history on to what we are playing this time, EarthBound Beginnings, a fantastic game that's the game that I will now get my present commentary into, because this was post, so this was pre-recorded, and now onto the live commentary section. Alright, hello everybody, Orphan here. Welcome to my new Let's Play of Mother / EarthBound Beginnings. That intro was recorded a while ago. Start the new game, thank you. What is the boy's name that we are playing as? His canon name is Nintendo. This is still a little bit loud, actually. Give me a second. Alright, the audio should be a bit adjusted. It should be a bit better. Yes, his name is Nintendo. I believe that is his canon name. What's the girl's name? I believe her canon name is Anna. This other boy's name, I believe his canon name is Lloyd, I think? Or wait, it's L-L-O-Y, not Y-O, sorry. That is how you spell his canon name of Lloyd. And I will never forget your name, it is Teddy. What is your favorite food? I believe the favorite is... I want to say it's steak? Was that it for this one? Or no... Oh no, wait, it's, I believe the canon one is, prime rib. That's the canon one. It was like, I think it's maybe steak in EarthBound. But I believe prime rib is the sort of, like, canon, favorite food of Nintendo in this, I think. Yeah, it's prime rib, I'm pretty sure. Yes. In the early 1900s, a dark shadow covered a small country town in rural America. At that time, a young married couple vanished mysteriously from their home. The man's name was George. The woman's name was Maria. 2 years later, as suddenly as he left, George returned. He never told anyone where he had been or what he had done, but he began an odd study, all by himself. As for Maria, his wife, she never returned. Years have passed since then. So, in this version game, they simply say 80 years have passed. In the Famicom version, they explicitly state that this game takes place in 1988. So, this translated version instead says 80 years. So they don't... So, unlike the Famicom version, which explicitly states 1988, this one just says 80 years have passed. Like, wow. So that's great. Who are you talking to? I meant to check. No problem. Great. Check. So, there's actually still more to the story that the game doesn't tell you unless you read the manual. And yes, you are fighting a lamp. And I kinda need to read the manual in order to explain why we're fighting the lamp. I'm serious, the manual explains the story. At this point in the game, I'm serious, I need to read this. So, it happened at the beginning of the 1900s. A black cloud-like shadow fell upon our town in rural America, and a married couple went missing. Husband's name was George, and the wife's name was Maria. People grieved for them, but there was nothing they could do aside from pray to God. Perhaps their prayers were heard, but for 2 years later, George unexpectedly returned to his home. However, he made no attempt to speak to anyone about where he had gone or what he had been doing. They saw George immerse himself in a mysterious research, and all sorts of rumors began to fly. But time still passed, and even the gossip train died away from people's speech. Even so, what they did not forget was that in the end, his wife Maria never did return home. Then, in 1988, what's happening right now? It's terrible, it's terrible. What's terrible, you ask? A lampstand is clattering around Minnie's room, and a milk-drinking doll spinning around the air in Minnie's room. Is there anything more terrible than this? I'm guessing it falls on me to protect my still little sister, doesn't it? I hardly want to talk. I'm just a 12-year-old kid myself. I'm the only man in this house. I got 3 ladies I have to protect, which reminds me, where'd Mom run off to? Yeah, that is, Nintendo, thinking that, by the way. And yes, it is the lamps and dolls suddenly coming to life and attacking stuff. It is some poltergeist stuff. So that's fun. I win! So moving on. We need to go fight more lamps. I do not want to talk. Come here. Literally come here. I literally need to beat up the lamps. So yeah, that's why the lamps are dead. Like, just suddenly lamp dead. That's literally from the manual. Yeah, suffering 1 bit of damage. I will say this, a lot of Mother 1 is a lot of pressing A to attack. It is a very battle-heavy game, as you'll see in this first one. I want to talk to our little sister. Thank you very much. My brother, our house is falling apart. Forgot how good this song is. Bound, bound, bound. So, this doll appears to be based on the, Kewpie brand dolls. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. K-E-W-P-I-E. I will put up a picture of the Kewpie dolls, but that's what this doll seems to be based on. So that's fun. Yes, okay, great. Oh my god, you're still alive. Come on. Next I got some smash attacks. But that's not happening very early on. Smash attacks are the equivalent of critical hits in this game. Oh my god, I forgot how much health this doll has. Goodbye. Yay! Thank you. Fight is increased by 3. Speed is increased by 3. Wisdom increased by 3. Strength has increased by 2. Force has increased by 2. Maximum HP is increased by 1. Thank you. The phenomenon stopped for the moment. I was scared to death. Oh wow, check out what's hidden inside the doll. Inside the doll, Nintendo spotted an old music box. The music box was wound up. A melody began to play. Nintendo remembered the tune. We are going to have to... This place not... I was trying to look at the map. It's not the map here. It's state I need to check. And as you can see, melody. 1 of 8. There are 8 melodies we gotta collect, and that is literally your goal in the game. The game does not tell you this right away, but it's important to note this. Again, old NES game. You have to figure a lot out for yourself like this. Oh, that's... No problem. Okay. Nintendo, are you alright? Egat! What is happening to our house? Wish your dad were here now. Maybe. Telephone, Nintendo, please get it! No problem. Then grab the telephone. This is your dad? Well, it seems like a poltergeist. I'm not exactly sure how to, but your great-grandfather studied PSI. You might find something in the basement to help. But I left the basement key someplace. I can't remember exactly where. Anyhow, son, you are my only hope. It's time for you to go on a little adventure and explore the potential of your powers. Powers not be taken lightly. Nintendo, go for it. But remember to come back and check out on our family. Bye. Oh, phone me and I will save your progress. But I'm playing on this. I can just do this, which I need to do that in order to hide the... Thank you. So, there's even more to that conversation because of the manual. Yeah, so I'm reading from the manual again. I believe this is a translated version of the manual, so some stuff might not be entirely accurate. We'll see. Few things I managed to quiet down here in the house. My mom was flustered, but even she's calmed down now. I know, let's call Dad. It's a form of poltergeist, I guess. I believe your great-grandfather once researched psychic powers, PSI. Taking a look through a storeroom might clear something up here. Sure enough, Dad came through for me, although he did sort of drop the ball by forgetting where he left the key to the storage room, but I knew right away. Did you? Because I clearly don't remember where the storage room key is. Because this place I'm not trying to check the map! I'm trying to remember where in the world the storage room key is. Oh, the storage room might actually be... I maybe remember where the storage room key is now. Hello to our dog. There on the dog's collar was the basement key. And take out the basement key. There it is. That's where it is. Door's locked. Yeah, I know. Good. Basement key. Use. Unlock the door and went inside. A few things in here. Nintendo with a present. There was Grandfather's Diary. Nintendo got Grandfather's Diary. The diary is hard to read, but opened up to this page. Password. The one who lost the tail. The forgotten one, the ship that sails. Now I can read more from the man now we got this. In the storage room, there's an item that seemed like it could be pretty useful. My great-grandfather's diary or something like that. Useful for what, you ask? I made a revolution. I'm going to use my own strength to pin down the source of these mysterious happenings and protect my mom, Minnie and Minnie. Cool. And there's even more, and his sisters' names aren't Minnie and Mimi, but by translating even more of the game's manual, you can find out that Nintendo's mother's name is Carol. Funny enough. It's also another thing. So let me just open this stuff. Plastic bat. I am going to equip that. Thank you very much. For the present, there was bread. That is some healing items. I'm pretty sure I can ask our mom. Nope, that's talk. Some of mine are braver than I thought. I can't let you go on a journey so fast. Prime rib. Eat your dinner and rest for a night. So yeah, go you're back to your mommy, which we're going to do quite a bit at the beginning of the game. Speaking of Carol, I'm going to save the game. And yes, your dad will transfer $50, which is basically how they do money in this game. Enemies technically drop money, but it goes into your bank account that your dad gives you, and then you have to pull it out. That's an interesting way to do that. It's like your mom, you never want to stop. Yes, again, speaking of her mom, Carol's hairstyle was changed in later releases for unknown reasons. In the original Famicom game, her hairstyle was the same as Ness's mother. Phil Sandhop, the English scriptwriter, said when asked about it, I remember nothing specific about her hair. I do know there was a desire to make sure that characters had a more modern or American look, and she was probably part of that. A possible reason that could be that the localizers were concerned that Carol looked too much like Sally from Peanuts, and several other NPCs in the game that resembled Peanuts characters also had their sprites added. That's fun. Can I do this, or did I already screw this up? So, I am Minnie. What can I do for you? Oh yeah, and Minnie can store items, and take it out. I may have screwed up. No, I'm Mimi. Don't confuse me. I screwed up. So before you even leave the house, I screwed this up, but before you even leave the house, if you talk to one of your sisters, they'll give you some free orange juices before you leave the house, which doesn't heal that much. It's not that important, but it is a thing that you can do. I just screwed that up. So, oops. It's not that important. If I run back to go. Also, yeah, I'm holding a run button. It's not really a run button. You're literally just fast forwarding the game. That's literally what they did for the run button here. The hippie draws near. What is this song? This song I feel like this song was something specific. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, this song is something specific, but I can't remember what it is. Also, I'm pretty sure I don't have any PSI at this point. No, I don't. Hippie flew no rage. That's bad. Please die soon. This is bad. Why do I have to run the worst enemies to run into outside your house? Thank you. My God. Hippie regained all senses. Right, because yeah, people are like possessed and stuff. I'm going to heal. Holy crap. I can't believe I ran into... What is the worst enemy to run into early game there? I didn't even level up from that. That sucks. That sucks so bad. Oh, what can I do? What should I do? Where can I go? Where can I see? What should I do? What should I do? My little Pippi is gone. If you're going to Podunk, please tell the mayor. How me oh my. Okay. I can't enter a door. I guess we're going to Podunk. I am surprised I'm not running into more enemies, I'll be completely honest. It's kind of throwing me off. Poltergeist visit your house? Tore mine apart. Let's see. No. Oh, I can't enter here. Yeah, I am the noisy mouse. Some buildings you can enter, some you cannot. If the door is round or has a sign, go on inside. The rest of the doors will not open for you. Bye! That's how they tell. Okay. So, for example, these one with the square doors you cannot go through. Don't tell me you've been south to the cemetery. Not yet, but I will soon. Once I talk to the mayor. Someone must be controlling the dead. Cool. The animals went mad out of control. The dead became zombies and began attacking people. What can be done? The Canary Village is northwest from here. It's a nice place to visit. Admission is free. Okay. The receptionist at City Hall is so gorgeous. Who are you talking to? I meant the check! City Hall. Yes, that's where I want to go. I want to go talk to the mayor. I'll share the secret with you later. Okay. I am Abbott, not the town mayor, but his assistant. Mr. Mayor's over there. Listen, I know you would like to help our town. Well, Chowd is straight into the cemetery. And I'm up for re-election soon. You must help. Please help me. Yes. Oh, you will go in there and save her. Return her to me alive, and surely I'll be a hero. I mean, you'll be a hero. Great. The mayor's looking for a brave man. Okay, before we go into the cemetery, there is an enemy up near Nintendo's house I do want to actually show off, funnily enough. So I'm going to run back until I find it, because I do have some interesting stuff with it. Do you have a note about it? Let's see if I find it. No. Also, you can check enemies. Snake's attack. Also, Snake is faster than Nintendo. Check Snake. Offense 6, defense 8. It might not poison. Maybe. I think that means it potentially has a chance to poison. Also, snakes are like the weakest enemies. Snakes are some of the weakest enemies. Yeah, it's already. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Great. Can I find the one enemy I'm looking for? That would be great. Because I do want to show this so I can have a sprite comparison. No! Centipedes are the weakest enemy, actually. Because I'm pretty sure if we check... Because, yeah, it does 1 damage. Offense 4, defense 12, weak against sprays. Exterminate with insecticide. Not that I have any. Centipede. Wow, the first smash we see of the game is the enemy doing it against me. Thanks. That's insulting. Ba-da-bum, bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-dum-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Bum, bum, ba-bum, ba-da-bum. Ba-ba-ba-da. Can I find enemy ammo? Well, while I'm fighting this hippie, I can talk about why it's taken me a while to record. Obviously, I had a doctor's appointment, and the thing is, Intel, this made it 10 angry. 10 up and then increased by 11. That's funny. I had a doctor's appointment, and that obviously messed up my schedule because I'm more of a nighttime person, so I end up falling asleep at like 8 in the morning. But since my since my doctor's appointment was at 12, it, made me change my sleep schedule, and it took me a few days to get back on that sleep schedule and figure that out. And then I was busy with other stuff, with family, watching movies and stuff. And then, as you'll notice, I'm using new headphones, because my other ones I was using were just starting to slowly fall apart. So I needed to wait for the headphones to come in the mail, and then I took 2 days to mess with the settings of these new headphones, and here's the enemy I was looking for, and mess with them until the audio was good. It's gonna be very nice. The other ones had a cord, the other headphones had a cord that ran over there, and that sucked having that draped across my body basically. This being Bluetooth is very nice. But anyways, the crow. In the original Japanese version, this crow enemy is holding a cigarette. I'll put it side by side, the comparison here. Offense 8, defense 12. Watch your wall and count your change. He's a thief. But yeah, I'll put it side by side. What they look like. What the crow looks like versus this. But yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, the original had a cigarette. That's funny enough. Why am I the one hitting it with smashes? Oh my god! Oh my god! You are tougher than I remember. Die. Seriously? Come on. Oh, well. Yay! Yay, level up! Thank you for the increase. Speed increased by 2, wisdom increased by 3, strength is increased by 3. Maximum HP is increased by 12. Maximum PP is increased by 11. Learn psi power through battle. I need to know what that is. Life up! I can heal myself! Yay! I'm still gonna go back and heal via my mom. But yeah, I'm gonna end it for now since combining the beginning of this, it should be half an hour, so I'm gonna end this for now, and in the next part we will head to the graveyard to to save Pee-Pee. But yeah, see you guys then. Hope you have a good day. Sorry that this first part is very tutorial basic, going through the basic stuff. The beginning of Mother 1 is very slow.